Dear friends, so after last video I talked about several tips that help us save up to 50% of our income in 3 years and pay toward our home equity. I thought about it more, and I know that I want to share a little bit more about our experience throughout this. It's really changed our lifestyle also, our mindset about life. So it's just not a process of saving money only, but it shaped our lifestyle for the past 3 years, and probably that's going to influence our future choices of things we do and our lifestyle. So I'd like to make another short clip. I'll call it part 2 for saving money, to tell you a little bit more about the simple and minimalist lifestyle that has helped us save, I would guess about 8 to 10,000 in furnishing our condo. So talking a little bit about the beginning of all of this, we were not at all aware of minimalist or simple lifestyle before we met and got married. When we moved from Houston to San Diego, we know that we moved into a very small studio, so we need to only bring enough of what we need. We don't really want to bring a lot of things that would clutter the space. So that first step, forcing us to get rid of a lot of our things, belongings, to fit everything into an SUV, and then drove across from Houston to San Diego. That's the very first step. Then we talk a lot more after we got married, that our common goal, what we want to happen for us is what really motivates us is we both want to retire early, probably moving to a cheaper place to live. The goal is not to have to work too hard for too long. Typical person work 40, 50 years and continue to do that. Sometimes, or most of the time, they don't like what they're doing, and we feel that way. So we don't want to really work for very long, doing something that don't make us feel we are free to do what we want. So we talk a lot about this, and our common goal is to both retire somewhere around in our 40s. That would be when we turn 40. So that's really the topic we talk about, our motivation once we both agree on it. And we know that we have to start working hard and saving even harder to achieve that goal. That really put me into I just got into this mode of start trying to do more research, reading more books, to see how people do it. And the very first and most inspiring person that I found on the internet is Mr. Money Mustache. He has a blog that really tell you about money saving tips, lifestyle. After retirement, he retired, I think, in his early 30s or mid 30s, and he's able to live the life that he wants, more time with family. He continued to grow as a person because he would study more things, venture into other areas, but everything is of his choosing. So he has the freedom of choice to really look into and do what he are passionate about. And it's something that's really, really inspiring, to see a family with just normal job, who's able to save, to be free and to live their life more fully. So if you go into his forum or blog, Mr. Money Mustache, you will see that the amount of people that start saving early and with the goal to retire early and have more financial freedom, as well as freedom to choose their lifestyle after they save enough and can be financially independent from a job. You see that the numbers are growing, and it's exciting to see that people talk about how they save, just having very regular job like any of us. They don't need to have big inheritance or a very high paying job, and they're doing it. So we are persuaded that we can do it too, and that that is the very first and still the one that inspire me. Along with that, I read more books about early retirement, even what to expect when you retire, or also a lot of books about saving money, which I was able to pick out few things that apply to us. And then, of course, along with readings on these, you get recommendation of, oh, maybe you like reading about this, which lead to suggestion on book about minimalist lifestyle. I think that's how I pick up a book about minimalism, and that's the only one book that I read, but I got the idea so clearly that I said to John that, hey, we're gonna implement this in our life because it makes people happier, it makes life simpler, it makes your space cleaner, and your mind become less clutter. You're not defined by what you own, but just who you are and what's inside you. It's really inspiring how a lot of people are getting rid of the things that they own, and find it more happy, more free, and of course we are on the process of doing that. We have simplified our life. Now just have to take an extra step and try out minimalism. So that's what we did, and it has worked out for us so far. I'm going to share with you two books that help us, and I'm going to do this in a traditional old style. I'm going to just show you a picture on my phone. This is the book called Goodbye Things by the author is Fumio Sasaki, The New Japanese Minimalism. Show it to you here. So that is the book about minimalism that I read. Really easy to understand language, good examples, and of course inspiring. And then the one, I read a lot about money saving, but this one has very, I would say, based on information this guy collected. His name is David Poe, and just unconventional ways of saving, but based on information, which, being logical, I think that it's more persuasive than some other tip that isn't based on information. So, sorry, this is Poe's Basics Money by David Poe, and it has like the piggy bank. So those are the the two that I would recommend to anybody, along with other books that I read, but these are the most, I would say, influential, or the one that I still remember the most. And I would always go back and look at what's in there, what the authors talk about, and, just implement whatever works in there for you, if you want to check it out. So yes, because of all of this, we have we choose to simplify our life and be minimalist, and try to work hard and save harder, like I said. And our goal, as I mentioned in the earlier clip, is to pay off our house as quickly as possible. That is the only debt that we have, and we'd like to have the house paid off, and then probably rent it out. That was our thought at the time. Live there till we pay it off, rent it out, and use the rent income to move to a cheaper country or cheaper area, even travel around to check out different part of the world. And we really had in mind Vietnam, Southeast Asia at that time, because I'm from Vietnam, and John loved Vietnam also. So yeah, that was our initial thought, how we brainstormed and started out with our goal. Okay, let's save money, let's try to pay off quickly so we can retire early, use the rent income to be the passive income, so we don't have to rely on a job, and then explore the world at that time. So that's a little bit background, and also just FYI, I'm recording this from Vietnam, so we actually moved to Vietnam a little bit earlier than what we initially planned. We have been here, I would say, 10 months now, and it's working out great. So that's another day topic that I can talk about. But go back to the simple and minimalist style that help us save money in furnishing our condo. That's really what I want to talk about today, just run some numbers and tell you where we save money. So our home, if I can link some picture in, or show some picture at the end of the clip, I can do that too if I figure out how to do it. But basically, we have a condo of about 700 square feet in total. It's one bedroom, so we have a living room, we have the kitchen, the bathroom, and the bedroom, and a big patio. So when we move into it, we already decide that we don't want to clutter the place, and we want to furnish it very in a simple way. So we only spend about $2,500 total in the 3 years period that we lived there to furnish our place, to make it real simple, functional, and we really enjoy it. I wouldn't say we can host a big party or anything like that. Cannot entertain a lot of people in our space, but it's a very small space, so I don't think we expect to entertain people there either. So mostly two of us. Sometimes we have I think the max we have is maybe about 10 friends over one time for a cookout in the patio. But most of the time we just have one or two friends over, and two of us. So the I'll just run through the number I have listed here with you on how much we spend and how much I think would have cost. Normally, if other people who want to decorate in a more fancy, I understand you have a home for yourself and you want to make it homey and you want to spend a lot of money so that it's worth the amount of money that you pay on the house. Plus, you want it to be homey, welcoming space when you get home. Not saying that ours is not. Our home is actually very welcoming for us. But if we are mindful enough and have a goal to save money, I think anybody can find a way not to overspend on furniture and furnishing appliances and stuff like that in the house, because I know the tendency to spend a little bit extra on every single thing, which add up. Because I know these furniture company also offer you no interest. You can have get a loan or buy on credit for 3 years, 5 years. Very tempting offer that they put out there, but it would be a few thousand pieces of furniture versus a few hundred. So it's all add up. So I just run through the number. Our couch and coffee table we got from Living Spaces for about $600, and we call that the most expensive piece in our home. And then I have a work desk from IKEA. I don't remember exactly, but I would say it's about $150. And then we have a mattress that we ordered. The bed frame was bought years ago from when John moved around. We moved with it also. And so the mattress and bed frame would probably be about $600. And we have outdoor furniture, including dining tables, 2 chairs, and 2 longer chairs where we can sit and enjoy the sun. We don't have a dining table inside because the weather is nice that allow us to sit out and eat every day. Plus, there's no space inside. It would make it too cramped, so we decided we won't have an indoor dining set, and we just have an outdoor dining set. Total would cost us, I think, about $250. And then we changed out on the lighting fixture, changed to LED light bulbs in the house from Home Depot and Lens. I got a really nice set of light for my work area. It was on sale, so marked out I think from $300-400 to only $100. So I'm pretty happy about that. The set is really simple and elegant looking and very bright for my work area. So yes, just have to spend some time looking for good price when. So we did spend some time to go and look. So the lighting fixture and on the new LED stuff in the house cost about $300. And then there's kitchen appliances. I think only want to mention the Instant Pot that we spent about $80 on, which helped us to eat more healthier and helped me to save time in preparing food for us. And then I have a nice office chair that is white from IKEA. I fell in love with it when I saw it. So we decided to get it, but it's only $100. And then we spend on area rugs around the house. We just spend some time to go from store to store to look for a nice texture of the rug that looks simple and match with our color theme of the house, which is blue and white. So we got we got them from Ross for roughly about $300 for the total condo for 3 pieces of rug. If you haven't looked at Ross, they have really nice area rugs that's much cheaper than any other furniture store that I've seen. Don't want to sell or advertise for this store, but that's where we shop and found that the stuff in their offer worked for us. So that is all of the furnishing. And then we did paint the whole condo ourselves, so we only spent money on the paint, which was on sale during 4th of July 2016, I believe, and then tape and the tool that we tape everything and paint it. Takes a while. I don't think I would do that again. It's like a never-ending project for me, but I think we had a good time doing that project together. Really not looking forward to paint a place again, but we are happy the way it turned out. It's blue with white accents, so there's certain walls that's white, and yeah, we painted that and just spent on material, maybe about 100 to 200. I don't really recall right now. And then we have new windows and new sliding door for free, only because John was able to call the manufacturer of the window and sliding door. They're the same company, and we found out that our windows are still under guarantee. It's lifetime guarantee, so they come, bring the part, and install the new sliding door, the screen, and everything for us for free of charge. They also provide a lot more steps for the buildings also, and this is because there was a leak in our window. That's why John started calling and we got that taken care of for free. So yeah, and all of this adds up to be about $2,500 that we spent over the 3 years furnishing our place. Again, it's really simple, but it matched with what we choose to do. And if I just take a rough estimate of, on average, how much people would spend if they don't spend the time looking or finance a piece or go to a more high-end or more expensive furniture place, maybe you would have spent about $11,000. So the saving there is about $7,000 up to $10,000 sometimes, depends on the furniture piece that you get normally. So I think for us the saving was $7,600, and that's a decent saving that could buy you a car, even a used car. But for us, all of that money we put toward the paying the mortgage and lower it. And of course, along that is just the piece of furnishing our place I want to share today. Also, why we choose minimalist lifestyle. And I think that should be good enough for today. I probably would like to share a little bit more about other tips, but they're probably from Mr. Money Mustache and the book on saving money that I just told you about of David Pohl. So check them out if you have time, and if I know or figure out how to, I'll probably share some picture of how our place look like, and looking forward to see you the next time. Bye.